Today is a good day, guys. I'm out here working on this 1949 white, and today we're gonna be taking it on a road test. Now, you probably saw in the last video, or the last two videos, that it actually does drive. There's a reason we can't actually drive it down the road, and that is because we do not have a radiator fan. Now, the fan that was actually in here would have mounted to like right here, and that hits this, it hits down there. It only covers like this portion of the radiator, so I don't know if it was ever actually mounted. You need a giant spacer for it. It'd have to stick out about, I don't know, 4 or 5 inches for that fan to clear. So who knows about that, but what I got going for this is this right here. And that's just a sheet of aluminum, actually an old road sign, but I'm going to be cutting some holes in that for some electric fans. I'm going to put 4 10-inch fans onto this, and that's not necessarily for this engine, it's for what we got coming up next. But one of the things that I saw is this. Look at that. You can see it's kind of gross. And check this out. So I pulled this off, and nothing but sludge just came out of this thing. Just tons of it. It was horrible. And it's filled to the brim. And yeah, so we actually haven't like drained the radiator on this thing yet, or flushed the system. So that's something I'm gonna do right now. Oh my goodness, guys. Look at that. Let me grab a screwdriver, hold on. We are lucky that we haven't ran this engine for more than just a few minutes at a time, because this is solid. What the oh no. Oh, that's gross. What the heck? Guys, that's terrible. I've never seen anything like this. Oh my. Oh, okay. Whoa, look at that. I guess that's one way to get some of it out. That water is disgusting. Check this out as well. That is that's solid as well. I don't know how far up it goes, but giant bubble right there. Yeah, that's pretty gross. Dang, we really should have checked this out earlier. Oh my. I got this one down here to do too. Kind of scared to take it off because I'm pretty sure something crawled up in there and died, and that's what the hard spot is. The hose has about that much of a hard spot. You can see the big lump in it. I just threw that thing away. I'm not even gonna mess with it. It was pretty much garbage anyway, so I'm gonna go ahead and pop off this bottom one and hope I don't find the same kind of mess down there. Okay, that is some of the grossest, and it stinks. Ooh. Nastiest like black water I've ever seen. Oh boy, that's not good. Well, this one didn't seem to be full of the same kind of nest as the other one did. It's not very, ugh. Oh, yeah, that smells. Okay, let's get the other side off. Okay, so good news, that actually came out pretty good. Still just nasty black water. We did fill up the radiator, and this thing was basically bone dry. We put a ton of water into it, and we let it run. And what we thought it was doing was circulating, so it came out brown, kind of like most of these old engines do. And then it ended up clearing up, so we said, okay, cool, that's good. But oh boy, were we wrong. Man, that right there, actually I think that's its own little piece. Let's get around here. Cracked and busted and all sorts of jacked up. So we'll probably have to find ourselves one of those. Shouldn't be too difficult to find. But right now I am going to run some water through this radiator, and then I'll also be running water through the fill neck right up over here. Now I've got myself a cover over top of the carburetor in case we splash anything, because that thing's still open. Get dirt out of there, I guess. See what comes out of this thing. Oh yeah. Oh, stinky. We're getting pretty close on that, but I want it coming out clear, because I'm pretty sure this radiator is going to be good. So I gotta get it all the way cleaned out. So the plan is to use this radiator. You can't find a replacement for it. Okay, that's cleared out. And you pull it off and get that thermostat out of there. All right, I got good news I got bad news. The good news is that this water neck is off. The bad news is I broke a freaking bolt off and now it's still in there. Oh, son of a gun. Well, back at this again. Gonna put some heat on it. Hopefully we can get some vice grips around it and maybe break it free that way. There's quite a bit of a stud hanging out right where I got the flame on, about a ½ inch of it, so it's looking like there's potential to get it out. I'll tell you what, man, with how much this frickin' truck loves the heat, that's always got to put the dang old torch to it. Well, good old Inferno loves the heat, because this thing worked. I hate these things. These things are janky as heck. My dad loves them though, swears by them. But they worked. They got it out. It broke free super easy, actually. Like shockingly easy. I twisted and I was like, well, I gotta be stripping it. But no, it's on its way out. And it came out super easy, so good old Inferno. And this, my friends, is called getting extremely lucky. Whew. That would have been bad if I couldn't get that out. But we got her. All right, guys. Okay, I got the hose running water through the engine now, and pretty sludgy. Just nasty stuff. But eventually that'll all clear up. And once that's running clean, we're good to go. Okay, so this is what we're working with now. Got us a couple holes in there. That's about where the fan will go. 4 of them on there. Pretty cool look to it. I'm happy. Okay, so that is all 4 fans mounted. Looking pretty sweet, if I do say so myself. On there pretty nice. Now we got some brackets right here. Just a nice little angle aluminum. And we got these ones shaved down, well, cut down, cut half of it off for this side, because when they wrap around the radiator, there's actually a drain pipe that goes along the side of it, and we don't want to mess with that too much. So cut these down, and they should work out pretty well, I think. So we're going to get those mounted up. Okay, so fans are in. Got them bolted up just at the top for right now. This is kind of going to be a rough put together of it, kind of temporary, and we're only going to be doing 2 of the 4 fans. So I'm going to do diagonally, just those 2. I'm going to wire them up through to a switch. We're going to have a switch going on in the dash, and there's actually a hole right here that fits this switch kind of perfectly. So we're going to use that. And this is just temporary thing for this engine, and the 4 fans is actually going to be for the other engine that we're going to be putting in here, which I'm not going to spoil for you guys yet. I'm keeping that a secret, but I got some things planned for it. Very, very, very exciting things. So we're going to go ahead and wire this up, and we'll see you in a second. All right, check it out, guys. We have, let's see, flip this switch over here, and we got fans. Oh, shoot. Yeah, very nice. Very, very nice. Super happy with it. This is gonna work great. All right, and real quick, before I get the questions of why did you go with 4 small fans instead of 1 big fan, the answer is simple. A big fan, like an 18-inch fan, was anywhere between $500 and $1,000. And I'm not a rich YouTuber, so I went with the cheap route, and I think I picked up all 4 of these fans for about $80. And it's definitely overkill, and when they're all running, it'll draw quite a bit of amperage. But like I've said, I think the idea is going to be just run 2 of them for normal use, and then if the engine starts running hot or anything like that, it's a hot day, who knows, then I'll be able to pop on the other 2 and really cool it down. It's kind of just a precautionary, definitely overkill, definitely don't really need all 4 of them probably, but hey, it works. All right, guys, so we're out here with the white. Got a break in the rain right now. It's pretty nasty out, but we're gonna go do some road testing with it. Now it doesn't have turn signals, headlights, brake lights, none of that stuff, so we're gonna keep it on the back road here, but kind of mob up and down the street just a little bit, test the brakes, see how it's running. We did do some more work on the carburetor and got it running like really smooth actually, and good throttle response. We were struggling with a lot of that before, and we got it full of water. I think it does have a leak in the radiator actually, so that'll have to be addressed, but for right now it'll be all right. We're gonna leave just the cap off. We're not going very far, but it was running really smooth and it was staying cool. So you know, that's kind of the goal here. Okay guys, she started up really fast now. Yeah, she purring away now. So I actually should have recorded the firing up of it, but usually we struggle with it a whole lot. But now that we got that carburetor tweaked out just a little bit, it's sucking fuel so much better. Oh man, she's going good. Yeah. Up the front. That's not bad. It's to the ground, but shift. Go to high RPM before you shift. That engine doesn't care.
Well, that front tire locked up. Back up more, I'll watch the other one. Just that one. Go forward and lock them. Nothing's locked up on that time. But you haven't even cleaned the rear drums. You want to do another run? Park it.
Well, there it is, folks. So it did pretty well for the things that I wanted it to do. We did run into some issues with the clutch. Clutch was slipping in third gear, and then when I shifted into fourth, it was like just slipping a whole lot. But she was booking, actually. She's moving pretty dang good, and she drove smooth. I'm actually very impressed with how it drove. It's starting up really nicely now. It's running so much better than it was before. Still a little hesitant on the throttle and stuff, but that needle in there was sticky, and we freed it up a bunch, but I think it just needs to be worked out as we drive it more. It's getting a bunch better. The brake situation, the brakes are working, and they're working pretty dang well. There's still a lot of rust and gunk all up on the drums, so got to work that out. So we'll do a little bit more driving with that. So right now you engage the brakes and it stops the truck. It doesn't roll or nothing like that, but when you put it in gear, it actually moves it really easy, and it shouldn't be able to do that. They should be locked up pretty tight, so got to get that going. But again, you gotta wear out some of that rust and crap that's on the drums, so that'll all come together. And guys, we have not forgot about these fire trucks back here. I'll say that right now. Let's see, this truck number 10 does have a radiator leak. It is leaking right over here on the bottom. Got a bunch of pinholes down there, so the radiator is going to need to get pulled. And I don't know if you can see what we're dealing with here, guys, but it is a very big chore to get down into that radiator. I think this is what it's looking like. I've never actually taken one of these off before, but it looks like we're gonna have to remove the hood, remove this front grille. There's a lot of things that tie into and stack on top of where the radiator is, and it looks like it's gonna be quite the pain, and gonna need definitely free up some space around here so we can lay some of this out and not have it just sitting around in the dirt. But yeah, that's coming. And then also some more of this truck right here. So you haven't seen this truck on the channel really, aside from just showing it and kind of a little quick walk around and stuff. But we're gonna be doing some footage with this truck since this one's out of commission for right now. And this one's actually running pretty good too. We don't have the fuel tank set up for it, so there's a couple things that we gotta do to get this one ready, but this one is going to be coming as well. Oh man, lots of cool stuff coming to the channel, guys. And I'll just throw this out there, a little teaser, but I got parts for a new engine that I'm gonna be putting in this. And I don't wanna give it away yet, but I'm extremely excited. I've done some cool stuff, and there's a lot of things coming for this truck. I am working hard on it. I actually really like this truck, so I'm gonna be seeing a lot more of this truck on this channel. Oh, and don't forget, you know, like, comment, subscribe if you like the video, you want to see more of these trucks. Go ahead, we're not stopping. I know some of these videos have taken quite a while to get out, but we do have another one coming. So this one, and then we have my dad's 62, which we have done a big block swap on, and we're wrapping that up right now. So that's also coming to the channel. I know there's a lot of interest about that on the channel. So guys, that's coming, full walk around, driving, all that fun stuff. And we'll see you on the next one.